Alright guys, hello and welcome back to Tsukihime. It's time for a new route, baby. It's kind of a good week, because we're starting a new Muv-Love arc with Resurrection, and a new arc in Tsukihime for Ciel. So like I said before, as suggested by a couple of people, by a couple I mean a literal couple of two, we are gonna go blind into this route and try our best not to hit the bad endings anyways. Though for the first bit, we are gonna use the walkthrough just to guarantee we do enter the Ciel route. So I believe we're in it when we have 3 hearts. I didn't really check, but that's like the most hearts you can get. And we had 3 hearts when we got into the Archwid route, I think. So yeah, though it should be fast since it will skip over the intro anyways, like the first couple things. Which we will do. No point of reading it again. First choice. I'm curious, so I'll take a look. I'm trying to remember. No, yeah, we definitely did this. Yeah, this is when we meet Ciel. Skip. Go in the hallway and think about it. We actually saw this when we were doing our bad end hunting for Ciel's lesson 3. Stay in school for a little longer. About my little sister Akia. Telling Ciel the lore, because she's obviously prodding us to learn about our family. Stay in my own room. First day done. Well, almost. There we go. Greet Akia. Is this new? We didn't greet Akia before? I don't remember that. I mean, we just saw the choices, but I wasn't paying attention. I think greet both of them is what we did in the Archwid route, and greeting Tohaki we did in the bad ending, so let's greet our little sister. Hey. Morning, Akia. And let's look at the... Oh yeah, we have a flowchart. Ah, it does show us what we missed and what we didn't look at yet. So I guess we did miss some stuff in the Archwid route somehow, but it was just inconsequential. It diverges... Wait, no, that's probably... Yeah, we're here, so... It'll diverge here. Maybe? I mean, this is probably the Ciel route. Or, Akia route, Hisui, then Kohaku. I said those routes are a lot shorter. Anyways, let's just continue. I was trying to look for, to see, this is where you see, this stuff. But we'll just follow the map, and when it hits the divergence, I think. Hey, morning, Akia. Good morning, Nissan. In contrast to my hurried entrance, Akia is perfectly calm. Good morning, Chiki-san. If you're looking for breakfast, it's ready in the dining hall, so please eat up. Kawaku-san greets me with a warm smile, in contrast to Akia's coolness. Ah, thank you very much. It looks like you're having your after-meal tea. Have you already finished breakfast, Akia? Of course. I don't care to know when you get up, Nissan, but please at least allow time for breakfast. Having a breakfast after 7 is a sign of sloppiness. That's crazy, man. I remember the days of waking up at 6:30. That's mainly for elementary school, because I think both high school and elementary school started at 8:30, I think. Which, I mean, why are you waking up at 6:30? Because I went to, like, daycare first, then walked to the daycare to, elementary school, so. But yeah. Sleep schedule completely changed now. I go to bed at, like, 2, 3, sometimes even 4. And wake up at, like, 9, usually. 9 to 10. Sometimes 11, if If I went to bed at like 5 or something. I usually try to get at least 6 hours of sleep. I know you're supposed to get 8 hours, but I'm a 6-hour Andy. 5 to 6 hours is what I want. Because, he could be doing other stuff instead of sleeping. Gotta min-match your time, dude. I think of having breakfast at 7 is pretty normal. What time do you get up, Atia? I get up at 5 in the morning. Couldn't be me. What about it? I respect it, though. Wow. I don't know why she gets up so early, but it was so perfect a time to get up that I have no room to retort. Besides, your school is 30 minutes from here on foot, is it not? Please don't be late to a school that's so close by. 30 minutes on foot being close by is kind of crazy. It would be an embarrassment. Atia's words are filled with thorns that stab at me. But, as it's the truth, I once again have no room to make any counter-argument. Jeez. I couldn't help it. It was so noisy last night that I couldn't get to sleep. I see. You must not be used to your room yet, having just returned. Well, I'll let you off the hook this time. No, it's not because I'm not used to the room, but... At any rate, those stray dogs last night were really noisy. It wasn't because of the room, it was because of them. Oh, back to Skippy. Tea ceremony. This is gonna be new for sure. This is like one of the reasons why you got Ciel lesson 3. I guess I'll go take a look in the tea ceremony room. I'm sure Senpai said something yesterday after class about having lunch there. If Senpai's there, maybe I can talk with her while having lunch. Most importantly, I enjoy having lunch with Senpai, and I'm also worried about the new story from this morning. But the serial killer? Alright, gotta strike while the iron's hot and all. I head off to the tea ceremony room before Arihito notices my plan. Ditching my boy. I knock on the tea ceremony room door. After a brief wait, the door creaks open and Senpai pokes out her head. Huh? Tono-kun? Puzzled, Senpai tilts her head. She doesn't seem to be annoyed, but it seems like she really doesn't understand why I came here. Would you like to have lunch together, Senpai? Holding out the bread I purchased at the cafeteria, I tell her why I'm here. Lunch? I'm happy to hear you ask me, but... Senpai thinks over it, looking troubled. Things don't look good. It seems Senpai isn't very interested. I guess I've got no choice. I decide to employ a little strategy. I have curry bread. That'll win her over. He already knows, man. We just met her yesterday. I guess they did have a curry talk in the lunchroom. Eh? Senpai's face becomes bright and cheerful. I had a feeling about this from yesterday's lunch, but I am amused at her reaction. I'll give you this in thanks for yesterday's lunch, so why don't we eat together? Yes, please. I've just put the tea on. Senpai hastily vanishes inside. Following her, I enter the tea ceremony room. As I enter, it becomes obvious why Senpai was hesitating back then. On top of the tatami mat is an already empty lunchbox. It seems like Senpai has long since finished eating her lunch. Tono-kun, would you like green or English tea? Eh? Green tea, please. More importantly, have you already finished lunch, Senpai? Yes, just a little while ago. I slept in this morning, so I didn't have any breakfast, and I was hungry all morning. It was terrible. I see. Well, you don't have to force yourself to accompany me. Sorry for intruding on you. I'll eat in the classroom, so please take your time relaxing. Well, she wants the curry bread, man. Never full enough for some curry. To be honest, I love Japanese curry. I'm actually having some for dinner after this. It's bomb. Honestly, I like it more than Indian curry, but to be honest, I haven't had a lot of Indian curry, especially at like restaurants, so opinion could change. I know that's a hot take. Eh? You mean you're not going to give me any bread? Senpai's sorrow seems to resound from the bottom of her heart. No, I mean, you must be full, right, Senpai? Not at all. I'm hungry. Well, I guess being a executioner probably does burn a lot of calories, so... It doesn't appear she's just saying this to make me feel better. Really? Well, I'll be intruding then. Is this really okay with you, Senpai? The bread from our cafeteria really has volume, you know. No need to worry. If it's food I like, then I can eat limitless amounts of it. That bashful smile is probably not from shyness, but from anticipation of the curry bread. Well, we'll take it. She's a woman of many mysteries. Someone who could be so happy over one curry bread in this day and age could be quite precious. CG. What? Remember? Delete key. This is new, I think. I know we were in the tea room with her before, but I don't think we got this. Plus it was in the evening, so we didn't have this daylight. Let me move that. There we go. Probably thumbnail. Senpai eats one while I have two, and we have tea afterwards. Kneeling on top of the mat, Senpai and I casually sip our tea. It would have been great if it wasn't during lunchtime at school, but that's life. How's your new house, Tono-kun? It seems something terrible happened this morning. Yeah. Well, the inside of the house is really fancy, but there are these really noisy stray dogs at night. I guess it's also bad that there's no TV and no Japanese-style rooms, so there's nowhere to drink tea like this. What, a stray dog? You mean what happened at your house wasn't related to those serial killings? I don't really know. There's this really high wall all the way around the mansion, and they say they found bloodstains there. But listen, that's where... I saw the stray dogs last night. Yep, who killed the person wasn't Roa. It was definitely Nero. I couldn't say it. Well, anyhow, it's got nothing to do with us. Let's stop talking about unpleasant topics now that we finally got an opportunity to relax. Not at all. We're residents of this town, so I think the killings do have something with us. Holding a cup in one hand, Senpai casts a serious gaze towards me. Yeah, I guess that's true, but you'll be okay if you don't go walking in the streets late at night, won't you? There's been 8 people killed so far already, right? With that many victims, the police ought to catch the guy any day now. Jeez, Shiki-kun. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Ciel was the one saying this, but it's Shiki who wants to push the matter. It's this part. And then that's Ciel. I thought that was Shiki talking, but too animated I guess for Shiki. Right now, at least. Jeez, Shiki-kun, you don't have any sense of danger, do you? The newscasters have been saying the same thing since the 3rd victim was found, but they haven't caught him yet, have they? Well, that's true. It's just that I can't really relate to it when they give it such a stupid caption like the modern day vampire. Little does he know, an extremely accurate caption. I'm sorry, I really did take it too lightly. We live in this town, so we've got to be careful, right? Yes, I'm glad you understand. Senpai smiles in a satisfied manner. But, Senpai, why are you calling him a vampire anyway? Well, the blood was drained from all the bodies, right? Isn't that kind of like a vampire? You really think so? Isn't it said that you become a vampire yourself once a vampire sucks your blood? These victims are all dead, with the corpses to prove it, so they don't really have to go calling him a vampire. I mean, if you're the news station, you gotta make a catchy name, and regardless of how accurate it is, which it is accurate, um, draining blood equals vampires, or bloodless victims. Like, kinda just fits. Senpai laughs and nods. Do you really believe in things like vampires, Tono-chan? Hey now, I'm just saying that's how the news is presenting it. If there really were vampires, there wouldn't be any dead bodies left, like I said earlier. Well, he just doesn't... Well, he does make the dead. But no, they get buried first, and then they come out of the graves. That's how it operates, right? Yes, you're right. But can't you think of it like this? The people who were found dead died because they couldn't become vampires. Or that too. I thought there was a whole process, but maybe that's for dead apostles, not just the dead. There are actually people who can and can't become vampires, and those who can become vampires wouldn't show up as dead bodies after being attacked by one. And I'm just gonna assume this is all true. And she's just saying that because we wouldn't really believe her. Because they're still alive somewhere. That's what you call a horror story, senpai. Yes, exactly. I'm sorry to say there's no punchline. Laughing, senpai sips from her cup. While we are having our rambling conversation, lunchtime ends. Oh, skip through. Still skipping. Oh, so even in the Ciel route, you still kill Arquid. That's because maybe it won't happen in the other routes since they're gonna be way more disconnected, right? But, whoops. Yeah, this is... We got her. But just what is wrong about it? I mean, we already read this, right? I guess we'll just read it again. Ron, run, run. I killed her. Because this was the option you chose in the Arquid route. But we'll just read it, speed read it, just in case anything's different. I'm just wondering if it's showing this because the last choice we made was saying it was a dream, maybe, and it overwrites that and doesn't take in the fact that you've seen both. But I don't think so. But we definitely see this. Seen this. Look at the spacing though. I do love creative spacing in books. You don't see it often, but I guess it's easier to do. Well, yeah, it's easier to do in visual novels. And I love playing with repetition. Even though this repetition is super anime-like, but I'll take it. I mean, this scene is actually goated. This was like one of my favorite scenes from the Arcade route, to be honest. Very awe-inspiring. Oh, yeah, the first time they used the scroll thing. I don't think they ever used it again in the route, at least. Then we like pass out at the park. It's kind of awkward without music when we're skipping, to be honest. Though maybe it's good not to just skip everything just so we can get some context like this. And again, I do like this scene, so rereading it's fine. Oh wait, they did use the scroll bar again. Lots of use of it, but again, I'm like fairly certain they don't use it after. Old. I don't remember this, but so we'll read it for a little bit. The sun has gone down without making me notice. What time is it now? I can't tell. My eardrums are filled with noise like static TV. Static. The sound doesn't stop. It's terribly cold. I know we pass out here, so I'm assuming it's the same, but if I stay sitting down on the bench like this, I think I'm going to die. I don't feel anything. I don't care about that repeating noise or the freezing cold. My body is shivering. It may be due to the cold or the uneasiness or the fear or regret. I can't tell which. I've killed someone and I can't explain why I did it without any reason. What a joke. There's no reason, so there's no way I can explain it. I killed her just because I felt like killing her. Such a reason is insanity. Yeah, it would be so easy if I was just insane, but my heart still remains sane. It's only because I'm still sane that I can feel this numbness. Actually, a good way of checking would be the flowchart, right? Where am I? Ah, spoilers. Spoilers. Okay, this is new. This is new. Nice. Static, static, static. The knife is still in my hand. Resolving this by killing myself, that's pretty easy. But I can't do it. I'm still sane, so I can't do it. My heart fears death, and somewhere in my heart, I know what I'm doing will not settle this or atone for it. The noise continues. My body temperature continues to plummet. I can't kill myself. But if I leave things like they are, I'll disappear. Maybe that's for the best. Even if a killer like me survives. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we did the first part and just pass out, and this is the new part. Just quickly. Die. See, this is cool formatting like this. I hopefully continue this quality. Maybe quality up. Tono-kun? Suddenly my name is called. I raise my head. There's Senpai. It feels like decades since I last saw her. Not for me. With the umbrella. The umbrella shot? What are you doing sitting out here in the rain? Rain? Ah, I see. The static noise up until now was the sound of rain. No wonder it's cold. I can see now that I'm completely soaked and freezing. Oh, you don't even have an umbrella. You're going to catch a cold like that, Tono-kun. Senpai's voice is so painful. It was only a few hours ago that I had last heard it, but now it sounds so distant. Tono-kun? Can you hear me? Yeah. It wouldn't be so bad to catch a cold. I just replied without thinking. That won't do. You'll catch more than a cold like this, cold with rain like this, even if it is October. Her sentence cuts off as she touches me. How long have you been like this, Tono-kun? You're so cold. Senpai pulls my arm and forces me up from the bench. I'll lend you my umbrella, so please hurry and go home, and do something about your body. It'll really be a matter of life and death if you don't warm up quickly. Yeah, but I can't go home. I can't go anywhere ever again. I can't go home after doing something like that. I don't think there's anywhere left where I can rest anymore. Senpai stares at me. I see. Then let's go back to my room. Oh, shit. It's closer than your house, so it's perfect. Senpai pulls me by my arm. I can't shake her off. I can't think about anything at the moment, and Senpai's warmth is the only certain thing in this world where everything feels numb. Senpai's room is a common one-room apartment in a two-story building. Just one really small, cramped room the size of 6 tatami mats and one kitchen. As one might expect from Senpai, the room is a neat one. That trivial fact relaxes my numbed nerves just a little. Here, please wipe yourself with this. She hands me a bath towel. Sorry, I don't have any clothes that fit you. Please just bear with this for a while. I'll prepare something warm for you to drink right away. Senpai retreats to the kitchen. I'm left by myself in the neat room. I've never imagined coming into a girl's room like this. A girl's room. The room of a girl. A girl's room which I forced myself into and killed a girl in. Dude, look at the structure! I'm enjoying this right now, more than usual. I mean, again, wonderful time experiencing this story. But I'm enjoying this prose-wise. This is cool. The actual cool repetition, not the anime just repeating a bunch of times. But, like, which is effective, can be effective, and it was effective during the killing Archwitch scene. But this is cool repetition. What am I doing here? In such a place. I have absolutely no right to receive Senpai's hospitality here. Thanks for waiting. Here you go. Tono-kun. You've got to wipe yourself down quickly. You're dripping all over the carpet, man. Senpai scolds me as she begins to rub my head with the bath towel. See, your shirt is all soaked too. You've got to take it off. You might catch... I always... ammonia. It's not ammonia. Ammonia? Like this. Anyways, if you're not new to the channel, I actually did catch this in October. I got the flu and then it turned into ammonia. And it is really bad. Would not recommend. It honestly was like a worse experience than when I got COVID, so... A very fierce-looking senpai undoes the buttons on my shirt. Suddenly her fingers stop. Senpai takes a hard look at my chest. Oh, the star? Yeah. We got stabbed. This is a healed wound, isn't it? She must be surprised to see the old wound on my chest. The burn-like marks are right in the middle of my chest. She might be surprised at seeing them because she didn't know. Yeah, they're fine. It's already been 8 years, and he thinks it's from the car accident at this point. I see. Thank goodness. If this wound was the reason you're acting funny, I'd have to take you to the hospital right away. Senpai gives a faint, soft smile. A twinge. When I see her smiling face, my chest hurts. It's alright. I can do it by myself, so leave me alone. Okay. I'll bring you some tea then. Oh, if you take your shirt off, please use the sheet there and warm yourself. I've wiped my trousers with the bath towel. But even so, my trousers are still wet. Well, don't take off your trousers. The sheet is going to get soaked if I cover myself with it. I take off my shirt and wrap the top half of my body with the towel. Are you finished wiping yourself? Let's have some tea. Senpai sits down holding a tea set. Please sit down too, Tono-kun. I can't calm down with you standing up. I do as I'm told and sit down. Senpai pours some English tea and hands it over to me. Earl Grey enjoyers? I do love me some Earl Grey. Probably more than green tea at this point. It just normal ass green tea, I mean. Obviously the good stuff is really good. Neither of us say anything. Senpai drinks her English tea as if she doesn't notice my presence. Following Senpai's example, I drink some as well. It's hot. So hot that it hurts my tongue. The warmth puts a pulse into me. It feels like my heart, brain, and all my other organs that stopped begin to move a little again. Senpai says nothing. It's not long before the teacup is empty. Senpai naturally refills the cup again with more. Ah, I get the feeling that I have to say something. Tono-kun. I recoil in shock. I'm going out for a bit. Can I count on you to look after the house? Ah, yeah. She's gotta do her nightly vampire hunting. That's fine. Alright, then I'll leave it up to you. I'll be right back, so don't do anything funny. I wonder how serious she is. Smiling as she speaks, Senpai leaves. I'm alone again. The warm something I'd felt up to a moment ago is quickly cooling down. Senpai didn't ask me anything. She takes a person like me into her room and looks after me like it's the natural thing to do. Though I didn't notice. The warmth of tea, the neatness of the room. What is many, many times more comforting than those things is having someone beside me. Kuh. My chest hurts. A little while ago, I preferred to be alone, feeling nothing. But now I become uneasy just by her absence. I want to scream like I've gone crazy. What arrogance. I'm a murderer, after all. I don't have any right to Senpai's kindness. But I'm selfishly wanting Senpai to quickly come home. I'm home, Donovan. Wait, that was fast. I don't know if we... I don't know how long we've been waiting. Thanks for looking after the place. It just had to be like a little while. Senpai. It seems Senpai bought all sorts of things. There are several plastic bags hanging from her hands. Let's see. Please wear this for now. It's cheap, but it's better than wet clothing. By the way, the bath should be ready about now. She's really being hospitable. Definitely appreciate it. It's kind of a crazy level for someone we've talked to like one day ago. You should feel a bit better after relaxing in there for a while. Eh? Senpai neatly prepares everything. My change of clothes, a bath. This person is... Even though there's no need to do so for a person like me. It's okay, Senpai. I'm going home. I can't cause you any more trouble. What are you saying, Tono-kun? You said you can't go home, right? I've already bought food for two, so please take responsibility. Responsibility? Senpai? Please warm yourself up, eat dinner, and get yourself together before you go home. If you just go home with a face like that, I'll be so worried I won't be able to sleep. My chest hurts. Happiness. I'm so happy I'm about to cry, but on the other hand, I'm in fear of her kindness. Why? Yes? What is it, Tono-kun? Why do you go so far, Senpai? I don't have any right to be treated kindly by you. I killed someone. I can't have someone taking care of me. I'm hopeless. I made a very big mistake just then, and I ran away without taking responsibility. I was even considering just dying. I'm trying to cling on to Senpai. That sin. That life I took with my own hands. I'm trying to make it something that didn't happen in my mind. The mistake I made is unforgivable. No, I don't think it should be forgiven. That's why I'm hopeless. I have no right to be treated well by you here, Senpai. Senpai sighs. It seems you've You're convinced that you're a bad person, Tono-kun, she answers simply. Senpai grasps the truth lying deep within me. But that just shows you have no confidence in your own actions. You know you made a mistake, but you don't understand whether it's good or bad. That's why you have no choice but to drive yourself into a corner until things become clear to you. No, that's... I don't know. But yeah, I'm taking in the fact that I did it, yet I still don't understand why. I've killed someone and it makes me a bad person. Maybe I've just been forcing myself into the role of a villain as I try to confirm where my sin lies. I don't know what your mistake is, and to put it bluntly, I don't care. You say you have no right to kindness, but that's just your point of view. I'm not being kind to you for your sake, so please don't worry about it. Well, I mean, I'm doing this because I want to. It has nothing to do with your circumstances. It may be a bother to you, but please just think of yourself as having been caught by a mean-spirited senpai and give up. Saying this, senpai smiles. That soft, protective, faint smile. I can hear the sound of rain. In the end, I couldn't shake off senpai's kindness after all. We just stayed the night, huh? She lets me use the bath and prepares pajamas for me. She treats me to dinner, and she lends me a bed because it's raining outside, and I'm about to go to sleep like this. My throat feels blocked. Senpai is taking care of me so much my senses feel numb. During dinner, she spoke cheerfully, like she always does. She raised all the usual topics about school, about many shops in the business district, and so on. And although I couldn't give her even one proper answer, every time I responded, I felt a little bit of myself coming back. Right now, I'm sleeping in Senpai's bed and can't stop thinking about Senpai sleeping on the floor. Damn, even got the bed, man. She didn't need to do that. We could have slept on the floor, I bet. What a turn of events. I killed someone only hours ago and now I'm getting excited like a normal student. My senses really do feel numb. I didn't think I could ever be showered in happiness like this ever again. I can't sleep, so I just look around. I don't know what I should do next. I can hear the sound of the downpour outside. You're going to be late tomorrow if you don't hurry up and sleep, Tono-kun. Senpai, you're awake? Yes, I can't sleep until you do. I'm a girl, after all. I'm sorry. I'll sleep in the kitchen then. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? You've got a cold, so you can't sleep in a place like the kitchen. It's alright, so please just hurry up and forget your unpleasant thoughts so you can go to sleep. Unpleasant thoughts. That's impossible. That's not something I can forget, it's something I shouldn't forget. Whatever the reason, I killed someone. To forget about the person I killed would be a sin deep beyond imagination. No, I can't just gloss over my sins, senpai. I can't forget about them, and I won't try to. But thanks. You really helped me with all sorts of things today. I really might have died if I stayed like that. That would be running away. If I really think I had made a mistake, I shouldn't deny it. Sins, you say? It seems like your mistake is something unimaginable for me. Senpai speaks in a cheerful voice like she's telling a joke. But there's no such thing as a human who doesn't commit sin. It's not like the world is divided into sinners and the innocent. As long as you're alive, you'll make mistakes. It's sad, but it's unavoidable. To live is to be worn down. We are only beings who influence others, other things while we fade away ourselves. What? Then you're saying we're beyond salvation? I don't like that story about how everyone makes mistakes. Yes, I guess we can't be saved if that were the case. But you can atone for your sins. There are only people who can and who cannot atone for their sins. I think those beyond salvation are those who cannot atone for their sins. For some reason, Senpai's voice sounds very sad. But you can atone for your sins, Tono-kun. I don't know what kind of mistake you made, but you are the kind of person who can atone for your sins. If you're too weary to sleep, then just think about how you intend to live and atone for your sins from now on. It's a really hard thing to come up with, so your brain is sure to tire out and you'll fall right asleep. I don't know how serious she is, and she seems to be throwing jokes into the midst. I can atone for my sins, huh? But senpai, my mistake is definitely one that can't be atoned for. That's something I can say for sure. That's right. No matter what form it takes, sin cannot be atoned for. If you injure someone, the sin is not gone, even if you heal the wound, is it? No matter how hard you try, you can't erase the mistakes you've made. I think atoning is not about the results, but about the process. That's what I mean by those who atone for those who don't. That's why you're the kind of person who can atone for your sins. I don't understand. I get it, but the way she's saying, I don't blame him. I'm a terrible person. I'm not the great person you think I am. I can easily see that. I was really moved just then. You have a terrible wound on your chest, right? Eh? Yes, but what about it? You must have had a serious accident to get a scar like that. Scars tend to distort your mind. A wound that size which doesn't disappear, is a little out of the ordinary. But you're a very natural person. Anyone with that kind of wound who can lead a normal life can be proud of his own strength. You must have had a very proper childhood. Satisfied, Senpai concludes her musings and falls silent. I can hear her even breathing if I strain my ears. Are you asleep, Senpai? There is no reply. I can only hear the sound of rain from outside. Atone for my sins, huh? A punishment fit to the sin I had committed. I guess they'll find the body of the girl I had killed tomorrow, and there'll be a new serial killer story on the news. I can't even begin to count the things I'll lose when that happens. It'll be trouble for Akia, for sure, and I'll never be able to talk to Senpai like this again. But if that would atone for my sin, then I have no choice but to accept it. If I can atone for my sin with that, then there might be salvation somewhere. I feel a little sleepier. I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know if I can be forgiven until the moment my sin is discovered, until the moment I'm confronted with my sin. I wish I could keep living this kind of life. Whoop. Whoop. Shh. There's a noise coming from nearby. I don't feel like waking up at all, but I lazily open my eyes in reaction to the noise. I'm gonna guess it's her cooking brekkie. What? Nope, it's not cooking brekkie. I mean, this is super tame, so I'm sure we can show this on the screen. Though probably shouldn't be peeping. Senpai's changing. It's still in the middle of the night. Oh, now she's going out vampire hunting. There's no light coming from the window. Maybe the rain stopped. It's very quiet now. Senpai's taking off her clothes. What a shame. If I wasn't in such a deep state of regret over the murder I committed, or half asleep, I would fully appreciate how Senpai looks. Right now, though, my head doesn't seem to function properly. Senpai's eyes look lifeless. More importantly, there's something strange. What is that? Oh, that's new tat. That's some church tattoos or something. There are odd bruises on her arms. It's one way to describe it. No, those aren't bruises, more like tattoos. There you go. There's something not right about this. I feel sleepy again. I think a lot of things are clustered around Senpai's feet. But that's it. I fall into a deep sleep. Da-da. Nero time. Next time, though. We'll end here. Let me see the hearts. Are we in her route? No. Why is... I guess you can always be in Artwid's route after you chop her up. So I guess we should still use the water just until we get 3 hearts? I'm not entirely sure. So this might be stuff. Let me know, though. But I will probably record an episode or 2 before you get to this, so... So we'll be ahead. But if we screw this up somehow, then we'll definitely not screw up for the other routes eventually. But yeah, thanks for watching. Strong start. And once again, some really good pros. Right after the really good pros from killing Archwid, so that was exciting. I know they did some more repetition play with Atone for Your Sins, so that was less exciting. I think they just needed to like, it's effective, but they needed to spread it out a little more. They were kind of rapid firing it a little too closely when you want to do something like that. But the enter a room thing was really cool. I like that. But yeah, next time Nero stuff, and more Ciel stuff. We got some new information a little bit with her weird tattoos. I don't recognize that from my semi-intermediate knowledge in the Nasuverse. At least Totomine didn't have that. And I'm pretty sure those aren't magic circuits. There's like way too many of them, right? And in different places. So, but yeah. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.